downtown at an early round, and sugar we're going down swinging. Emo music, something that is confusing and not a lot of people understand, including me. When I say emo music, it probably brings up a lot of different ideas for a bunch of different people. You have the pop punk of the early 2000s that some people would consider emo. You have the straight up emo music genre, which spawned Midwest emo, and then it breaks off to a bunch of different things like screamo, and then mathcore, and then violence emo. It's a shit show, and no one really knows what's going on with that category. However, there is one kind of music that was born out of this, which is terrible, and it's known as CRUNKCORE. My brother, who is pictured here, was a lost tween. In the early 2000s, he didn't know who he wanted to be, and he found inspiration in this kind of genre. It was like a mix of the emo kids with the scene kids, and if you guys don't know what the scene kids look like, they look like this. The swooped hair, the studded belts, they'd say things like raw XD, just very MySpace era lifestyle. And I asked my brother, because sometimes he still listens to this terrible music for nostalgia purposes, I guess. I said, hey, could you compile a list of this music and maybe some music videos and let me know what the fuck was going on during this time period? And shockingly, he was nice enough to do this. He really tries to bury the fact that he listened to this kind of music. So he gave me a Word doc. We're gonna go down it. We're gonna look at the videos he gave me and also talk about the things he wrote under all the videos. He gave me notes. He's very into this shit. He starts by saying, I'm pretty sure all of this is considered CRUNKCORE as a genre. The brokencyde stuff 100% is. There's a band called brokencyde. So let's start off with a song called Booty Call by brokencyde. He writes, this song is not that bad, honestly. Always loved the dude who did the screaming. So I guess there's gonna be screaming. Okay, immediately gotta stop there. So that's just like not good singing, I wouldn't say. I'm not an expert, but like that's a little pitchy. I mean, I like the front bottoms. I like when people are pitchy and they sound whiny, but like this is a little different because this guy's just doing it for pussy and it upsets me. Also, it's incredible what hot was in the early 2000s. Like a guy with just some greasy, long, swooped hair and acne scars. I don't want to be mean to this guy at all, but like he definitely was hot for the time. So there's the screaming. This guy shows up. My brother loves him. My brother's a big fan of this guy. Does he have snake bites? I'm pretty sure he has snake bites. Yeah, he's got snake bites. You guys know what snake bites are? Very popular emo jewelry in the early 2000s where you get these two things studded, these two balls on your mouth. It's just crazy that this guy is screeching over what the vocalist is doing. Like, I understand screaming in some aspects of music. Like in heavy metal or whatever metal, I don't know. People get mad when you bring up metal and you don't correctly label it. But in metal, when people are like they're getting an emotion across. This is just like screaming over someone who's already singing pretty well, not well at all, but like screaming over someone else. Why? What is the appeal to this? Ugh, these guys are so fucking gross. First of all, very white. That's a given, but everyone in this is white. Actually, I think E40 raps on this. But to just have a close-up fisheye lens shot of that guy going, drop your panties to the floor, deeply upsetting. Dex, what are you doing? All right, let's move on, because I'm already upset. Next one is Teach Me How to Scream. Fuck's sake. Loved the sound effects on his voice. God, the skinny jeans are so sick. Dex, you're an insane person.
Teach me how to scream. Teach me how to scream. Teach me how to scream. Teach me how to scream.
I can't. It's interesting to try and figure out the lineage of what created this music. Like this guy is standing here with two girls wearing a chain, sunglasses, drinking a 40, and scream rapping. Like it's like kind of like he's stealing Soulja Boy's flow. That hair is incredible though. Honestly, I'll give it to him. The gauges are a big sign of the time, but the hair is fantastic. We got your girl backstage and we smashed that skank. Dex was listening to this when he was 12. Just unearned sexual confidence oozing out of this type of music. I will say that this is a great capsule of what party culture was in the early 2000s. Flat brim snapbacks, silly glasses that you can wear, just a bunch of white people dancing when it's raining apparently. I just can't believe that people would be like, yo, put on that new brokencyde joint. Let's all party to this shit. But this was like somebody's favorite kind of music. This was my brother's favorite kind of music. I guess it's all about just getting drunk and fucked fucked up and getting pussy, which is not what emo kids are about at all. Moving on, do you have anything that's not by brokencyde, Dex? This is a live performance, possibly worse than the music videos, not sure. Okay, let's check it out. Holy fuck, I am so excited about this. The guy is already, or whatever they are, they might be, I don't know, whatever they identify as, is already extremely interesting. And then he's standing on the Skull Candy stage. Do you kids know about Skull Candy? Skull Candy were earbuds that costed a nickel and they were terrible, but they were like colorful and had a skull on them, and they were all the emo kids were wearing. Oh, this is by Blood on the Dance Floor? Do you guys know who put a picture of Blood on the Dance Floor? I didn't think Dex would put Blood on the Dance Floor on this list. Blood on the Dance Floor is a band that made the worst music in history, I think. The worst I've ever seen. I couldn't believe it when my brother first showed it to me. It's like South Park's making fun of music. Let me just make sure these guys weren't charged with any crimes. They had the vibe. Blood on the Dance Floor crimes? Blood on the Dance Floor's Dai Vanity accused of underage sexual assault by 21 women. Okay, immediately an issue. I called it. I didn't even know. But let's just listen to this bullshit music real quick. Fuck me. One, why is there a panda? Why in the last videos there was fucking a bear and why are people dressing up as big pandas and bears? Also, the people in the audience singing along, that girl's got those big fat bracelets that say like, I love boobies. Oh my God, I'm getting so much nostalgia. But yeah, this song sounds terrible. Editor, if you could put in just a clip of Blood on the Dance Floor's Fallen Star, just one 3-second clip of it. Let's listen to it just to give everyone a taste of what this sounds like, not live.
You'll be my star.
There we go. What the fuck? And people loved this. These guys, even though they look like freaks, and they fucking were freaks, this kind of music where people are going, Fallen Star, I have your heart. People, this is like bread and butter to angsty teens at this time in history. This song's by Curve, and it's called Rocket Ship to the Moon. Dex says, hair and shoes were deaf calling my name. I loved this style of screaming too. Oh, there's a different style of screaming. I didn't know.
All right, guys, take us out.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Oh my God, it's like when they see me, all they see is my freakish.
All right, okay, I gotta calculate everything I just saw. First of all, the fact that this was created with a non-activated version of AVS for You screams early 2000s. Second of all, this has 21,000 views. Now, 13 years ago. I don't know how my brother found this song. Also, the fact that they're like hanging out in a Toys R Us is also crazy.
Oh my God, it's like when they see me, all they see is my
Wow.
freakish hair with my freakish lip rings, and they're like, what the fuck, kid, you're a fucking
Nice.
and it's like I can't wear some tights.
This was what white culture was at this time in history. Just being a menace in a Walmart. Being a fucking punk. I blame it on like a Jackass or Can't Kill Yourself. Like the culture was just to be an asshole in public. That's really was the vibe.
I'ma take my rocket ship to the moon
Okay, so here's the thing. First of all, those kids wearing ridiculous outfits, which weren't ridiculous at the time. I want to let you know that right now. Skipping outside of a beautiful suburban home. They're not even trying to hide the fact that they have nothing wrong in their lives. But I will give it to Dex. I do prefer this kind of screaming. I actually do. I don't know why, but it's I don't know. It tickles my ear a little bit. According to the description of this, it says video footage is from Curve TV series made around a similar time, and the video is mainly of the vocalists Spanky and J-Rec. I made this video when I was 14, so please excuse the quality. Okay, all right. I'm confused. I guess the singer in the room singing is actually the singer, and then all the goofy stuff is just the friends who made this video. But still, a perfect snapshot of what this culture was. All right, moving on. It's Dropping a Popped Locket by OOP. My brother says, just the opening, flexing all the scene shit, LOL, Axe body spray, colored spike backpack, cheetah print everywhere. Is this guy 40 with a couple question marks? Okay, well, I guess we'll listen to it.
Couldn't handle the abandonment. I found the blood in the streets that I ran 'em with. Panhandle with bands so quick to jam about plans. I had to spark before the candle lit. Drink of the dawn, still giving the dog. Two in the job, no puss in the stall.
What is this, Dex? Is this Screamo? Is this CRUNKCORE? What the fuck is this? First of all, he made a good point. A lot of good scene attributes in this. Also, this guy does seem old, but I think that he was ahead of his time. I mean, that rapping was terrible so far. I wish I didn't hear it. But his outfit, I mean, he could have been the inspiration for Lil Uzi Vert, honestly. This is insane. This is barely even music, Dex. Dex, come on. All right. I don't know, dude. Holy fuck. It's crazy how you can see a lot of inspiration for the next eras of music. I mean, yes, this is a bastardization of hip hop. I mean, no matter how many ways you skin this cat, that's what it is. But like, it's very hyper pop in a very specific way. And once again, just nailing what this era was. I mean, he has cheetah print tattoo on his face. The girls in the background, everyone has gauges. Like, this is what it was like growing up in Charlton, Massachusetts in the ripe old age of 2011. All right, I'm just gonna finish off by listening to Blood on the Dance Floor, Fallen Star, because I need to hear it.
We were so in love, we did all the drugs, fell down in clubs, our hearts just raised up.
All right, good video, everybody. This music was terrible. For you kids who think you were born in the wrong era and you want to go back to Y2K, you don't, because I know that you think this is what Y2K is, but this is actually what Y2K is. I really appreciate my brother opening up and letting me see this, but he really needs to bury this way deeper down than hell itself. CRUNKCORE, scene music, scene kids, it was all a mistake. It was all a mistake. Thank you for watching. New videos every Wednesday and Saturday sometimes. No, so whatever, fuck it. I can't think.